Well, snow has been falling across the Miami Valley throughout the morning. This, a live look here in Kettering. We, of course, have Team 7 weather coverage around the Miami Valley and school delays and closings scrolling right now at the bottom of your screen. This along State Route 48 and Stroop Road. Again, slick conditions. You can see road crews doing everything they can to keep things clear, but it will be a slow commute for many.
We're already seeing some problems on US 35, and it's not a lot of snow, but this is the kind of problems people have when they drive.
Yeah, we've seen a good amount of snow that's fallen in a quick amount of time. So with those two combining together, that's kind of been the primary issue, is that we've had snow training in the same locations over and over throughout the last couple of hours. And satellite radar shows you this is the big picture of things. We really have snow showers around the entire Ohio Valley and even lake effect snow off towards the north off of Lake Michigan. So what we're dealing with right now will likely be dissipating here shortly, but for the time being, still seeing that moderate snowfall continue to develop, and it redevelops really over top of what looks like Greene County is seeing primarily the majority of this precipitation here, but also places here in southern and eastern Montgomery County. So this kind of swath right here from Dayton to Xenia, that's kind of where we're seeing the majority of that precipitation falling. And places like Xenia, I do believe, have seen the most snowfall out there so far, leaning towards somewhere between a half and 1 inch. So continuing to see that snowfall out there. The roadways look like they have been treated. We're still seeing some tracks on the roads. Temperatures out there right now near 29 degrees for many of us. Springboro up to about 30 degrees. But overall, when you add a breeze to it, we're feeling like we're in the mid to lower 20s. Now, as we go throughout the day, we will actually likely see these wind chills dipping down further and further. And that's going to be due to the winds picking up. But as I mentioned here, temperatures mostly near 30 degrees for many of us. So this is ideal for this snowfall to continue to occur at the pace it is occurring. If we saw much drier air, we likely wouldn't be able to see as much snowfall as we've seen here this morning. Now, as we take you throughout the day, possibly some places dipping as low as about 25 or 26 degrees as we go throughout the day. We're going to see cold conditions, breezy conditions as well, and overall fairly dreary as we have the clouds expected to stick around as we do go through the majority of the day. A look at Futurecast. This is what we expect right now. We kind of have that moderate snowfall that's hanging between Montgomery County and Greene County here as well, continuing to wave, but really shortly after sunrise, we see a lot of this fall apart. Once we get into the middle morning hours there after sunrise, that's where we're seeing a few lingering flurries, but by noon, all of this is for sure really exited the region. Just a few snowflakes, if anything, continuing to fall, and really just cloudy conditions as we go throughout the afternoon. Some clearing happening here overnight tonight, and as we go into tomorrow morning, believe it or not, we might actually start off with some sunshine before clouds quickly move back in. Now a boundary expected to move through. As it does so, towards noon, we're going to see the redevelopment of snow, temperatures picking up slightly, leaning towards a bit of a mixed precipitation as we go into the afternoon hours. You can see some of that towards the south near Cincinnati. And as we continue to go throughout the afternoon hours, that will wave through, possibly some lingering snow showers there on the backside, but not a major event expected for tomorrow. But whenever we deal with that wintry mix, any threat at all of the possibility of freezing rain, we definitely want to keep our eyes peeled when we're driving out in weather like that. So temperatures trending very low throughout the next 5 days and even a bit beyond that. But there's good news. Beyond these 5 days, we do expect to see improvements. It looks like the mid to second half of December is actually going to lean with temperatures above the average. So that would put us somewhere above 40 degrees for most of those temperatures once we get later and later into December. So normally as the winter goes on, it actually gets colder, but not going to be the case as we go into the mid-December days there. It might see some days even touching the mid to upper 40s there. It looks like we're finally getting sunshine back into the region as we go into Friday and Saturday, but as I mentioned, still fairly cold conditions expected. We're bringing you weather and traffic updates every 10 minutes. Let's go to John Tisdale with a look at the traffic report. Good morning, John.
Hey, good morning, Jesse. We are dealing with the slick driving conditions here on this Wednesday morning due to the snowfall. So good idea to give yourself some extra time this morning. Did have an earlier crash on westbound 35 between I-75 and James H. McGee Boulevard. It was blocking the left lane. The good news is that crash now has been cleared. But again, want to watch out for the slick spots and give yourself some extra time this morning. Traffic Tracker is traveling on southbound 75 this morning, heading towards Dixie Drive. Again, you want to watch out again for the slick spots. Give yourself yourself some extra time, especially on the bridges and overpasses this morning. I'm John Tisdale, WHIO Team Traffic.
Not very good timing for all of this snow. It is 5:21, 29 degrees.
We want to give you another look outside right now. Again, traffic tracker John Tisdale just telling us he's on 75 headed south. And I can tell you those roads are slick out there, especially those bridges and overpasses. We've seen it firsthand.
Also, another department store shutting its doors in the Miami Valley this weekend. What's set to take the place of the Sears at the Fairfield Commons Mall.
Our Hollywood Girl Talk with Jennifer Aniston and Dolly Parton inside their dumpling duet. Next, ET.
Tonight at 7:30 on Channel 7.
Zip.